Okay, solving absolute value equation means that you have to leave the absolute value by itself and you have to make two equations to get rid of the absolute value. So then this is going to be negative 5b plus 3 is equal to 33 positive. And then you have to do negative 5b plus 3 equals negative 33. So remember that the inside of the absolute value can be either negative or positive. That's why you have to set it equal to positive 33 and negative 33. There's two answers when you have a absolute value equation. You subtract the 3, so that's going to be negative 5b, and that's 30. Now we're just going to divide by negative 5 on both sides. So b is equal to negative 6. And then the other one, then you're going to subtract the 3 over here, so that's negative 5b equals negative 36. Divide by negative 5. So that's going to be b is equal to negative, and a negative is a positive 36 over 5. You don't have to reduce that because it cannot be reduced. So those are your two answers. You have to have two answers. Okay. You have a square. The way you get rid of a square is by taking the square root on both sides. So I'm going to take the square root on the left side to cancel the square with the square root, and you have to do plus or minus square root of 18. Okay, so now you're going to have 2x minus 1 is equal to plus or minus. Now 18, you can simplify it. It's 9 times 2. So the square root of 9 is 3, and the square root of 2 is just square root of 2. So now you're going to add a 1 on both sides. So you're going to have 2x is equal to 1 plus or minus 3 square root 2. And then you're going to divide everything by 2. So I'm going to divide this side by 2 and this side by 2. So you're going to be left with x is equal to 1 plus or minus 3 square root of 2, all of it divided by 2. So you have two answers. You have the positive one and then you have the minus one. Okay, let's keep going here. We have another absolute value here. We're going to add the 3 first before we make it into two equations. So my 5x minus 7 inside the absolute value. Notice that I make the lines long so that they won't be confused like a 1. 9 plus 3 is 12. Okay, now the absolute value is by itself. Now you can make two equations. So 5x minus 7 equals positive 12, and then 5x minus 7 equals negative 12. Okay, notice that this stays the same. It doesn't change. Only this number changes to positive and a negative. Okay, so now we're going to add the 7. So that's 5x is equal to 19. Divide by 5, and you're going to get 19 over 5. So that's the most simplified that you can have that. You're going to add a 7 here. You're going to get 5x is equal to negative 5. Divide by 5 on both sides. X is equal to negative 1. So you have two answers. If you only get one answer, then it's incorrect. Go ahead and go to the next video to finish off the last 3 problems.